fight for market economy status. Critically examine various aspects pertaining to this market economy status. Here, US submitted a statement to WTO against granting market economy status to China, and both the United States of America as well as European Union are not in favor of granting market economy status to China. And here, China's interference in the price controls as well as subsidies, that means Chinese government is interfering in the prices as well as it is giving subsidies. So therefore, prices are distorted when they are exporting the products, then they are able to sell at lesser prices. That is the contention of America and European Union, right? Why US came to such a decision? US or this European Union, why they came to such a decision? Because US made the case because of the presence of Chinese government within the economy. Prices are distorted in China, whether you take solar panels or whether you take steel, whatever the case, China is heavily subsidizing, and Chinese government is putting billions of dollars subsidizing the production of the various products. One reason is it created excess capacity and it has to provide jobs to the people. With that in mind, it is giving lot many subsidies. It is interfering. That's why it is distorting the prices. So therefore, when these cheap products are in fact exported to countries like India, America, European Union, then what happens? It affects their domestic economies. And when the country does not have market economy status, then they can freely impose this anti-dumping duties. But when the country has got market economy status, then it is not that easy to impose this anti-dumping duties. That is the main reason. Here, as a state is giving too many subsidies, this China can dump their products in foreign countries at cheaper costs. So the contention of America and European Union is China cannot be given market economy status. Once China got market economy status, then it becomes very difficult to impose anti-dumping duties. Now, as China has not got market economy status, it is very easy to impose this anti-dumping duties on the products from China. Then, but what about section 15 of Protocol of Accession? Normally speaking, unless China interferes or unless any government interferes, as per this section 15 of this accession to WTO, China acceded to WTO, that means China got WTO membership status in 2001, and as per section 15 of Protocol of Accession, it is automatic after the completion of 15 years, but there are some sub-clauses, we will come to it a little while from now. US and European Union strongly oppose and says that market economy status to China is not automatic because of the reason China is interfering each and every stage of production in their country. But China responded with strong dissatisfaction and firm opposition, right? China and USA, what is their contention? If you take this solar panels, let us say example, China says that US may not use its own methodology to arrive at the market price, but rather USA should use the Chinese production price to calculate the fair cost of production. China says America is using its own methodology. What should be the cost of these solar panels? But America must calculate that what is the Chinese production price, because Chinese production prices are very less in comparison to other countries. But what America says, it strongly believes that forces of supply and demand rather than the government should determine the price of production. And in any country, the market economy. What is the meaning of market economy? The market economy meaning is supply and demand must decide the prices. If the supply is more than the demand, then prices will crash. If the demand is more than the supply, then prices will rise. That is the normal dictum of this market economy. But what happens in China is different. Everything is controlled by China. That is as per America. So America is not accepting China for market economy status, because America says in market economy status, supply and demand must prevail, but not the government forces imposing and dictating the costs. Then non-market economy, market economy, what is the difference? The countries would insist on, here you see, when the country has got non-market economy status, now China has got non-market economy status, then when we are importing some products from China, then we can insist on the country ascertaining the value of goods with reference to the prices in a third country. So, if we are getting solar panels from China, we can ask China, what is the reference price in some country like Germany or France? So, we can impose anti-dumping duties with reference to the price in some other country, third country. Here, this is to ensure that domestic firms did not gain an unfair trade advantage, and they can throw the blame on the China for dumping goods at lower prices. The most important aspect is when China has got non-market economy, in a layman's language, anti-dumping duties can be imposed easily by comparing the price with the third country. But when China has got market economy, what happens? If the country gets market economy, it becomes difficult to defend anti-dumping rulings at the WTO, because of the reason that what China says, we have to listen. They will put some calculations. This is our production price. We have to listen and accept to it. But when China is a non-market economy, we can compare the prices of the goods with the prices in third country. That is the advantage. Then what happened during the last 15 years? During the last 15 years, we have seen this is WTO acceded to WTO in 2001, and subsequently it removed several controls and it removed several subsidies, no doubt about it. But there are several price controls and subsidies in existence in China. China has continued to provide substantial subsidies to its domestic industries, and some of the subsidies also appear to be prohibited under WTO rules, and United States of America strongly feels that China is a threat to the global trading system because of price distortions. What is China's contention? China says these countries are unnecessarily attacking us. As per Section 15 of the protocol, we should automatically get this market economy status after 15 years. And that means by 2016, we could have got the market economy status, and China has got several supporters. Another important aspect is China has got several supporters, and several supporters want market economy status to China because of the reason China pumps in investments in infrastructure projects in several countries. Not only that, China is the major trade partner in more than 120 countries across the globe, and moreover, WTO appellate body ruled that the protocol to Beijing's accession did not provide for any differentiation. So therefore, as per the WTO appellate body ruling also, China is supposed to get this market economy status. China says it has implemented opening up of economy and reforms, but the world strongly feels that China is in fact subsidizing the products in their country. That's why they are able to dump the products. The other view is also there. The other view is the cost of production in China is less. That's why they are able to export products at lesser prices. Then what is the alternate argument? China says, as per Article 15 They are automatically to get market economy status, but the alternate opinion is also there. There are some subclasses under section 15. What are these subclasses? There are some subclasses which stipulate conditions when importers may rely on Chinese prices or take recourse to different methodology to impose anti-dumping duties. You see, section 15(1)(1) places the responsibility on Chinese firms to prove that they were operating under the conditions of competitive market economy in the manufacture and sale of relevant products. So the countries like European Union and America says it is not automatic. Automatically you cannot give market economy status, but the country has to prove that it is operating under market economy, and its producers must feel and must produce the proof that they are not getting the government support and it is operating under competitive market economy. The clause 15(1)(1) exempts automatic status as per European Union and America. If they fail to do so, then the importing countries can impose the rules applicable for non-market economy. Western countries' resistance to accord China the necessary recognition is because of concerns over glut of Chinese imports flooding the domestic market and causing job losses in the manufacturing sector. So there are arguments for both the sides. I hope that you are clear about what is the meaning of this market economy. Right, friends, about import substitution and several other articles we will get back to you tomorrow, same time. Have a nice day. Thank you.